Well, all eyes may be turned to the World Cup right now. There is a new sports league coming to Canada that deserves our attention. Our country is getting a cricket league. It will have 6 teams and feature some of the sport's biggest stars. Cricket is wildly popular in other parts of the world, and organizers are hoping to raise the sport's profile here. Joining me now is Tournament Director Jason Harper and the captain of Canada's national cricket team, Nitish Kumar. He will be playing for the Toronto Nationals in the Global T20 Cricket League. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Kelsey.
Good morning.
So good to have you guys here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, Jason, talk to me first about why this sport isn't mainstream in Canada.
Oh, man, we have some big competition.
Yeah.
Hockey's a big competition. Your basketball teams are doing well. The baseball team is great. There's legacy there. So we're competing against some much bigger sports that have a lot more mainstream attention. But we were saying before we came on, it's coming. If you look at the changing or the growing demographics of Canada as a country, we'll start to see cricket become a lot more mainstream. And this tournament will be the catalyst for it, right? We're bringing some of the best players in the world, top 10 guys globally from around the globe, Australia, South Africa, the Caribbean. And this will inspire the next generation of potential cricket players like Nitish. I'm sure when he first got involved in the game, it was through the legacy of other people through immigration, right? So it's an opportunity for us to really inspire a next generation of potential cricket fans using the Global T20 Canada.
Cool. We're going to break down the nuts and bolts of the league in just a second. Nitish, though, I want to ask you, this tournament is the catalyst, but what do we need to do from here on in to get kids involved just like you were?
I think one of the biggest issues is sort of cricket's based on weather, and yeah, in Canada it's about, you have a 4-month span to really get something out of the summer and really get sort of development of youth and really big injection of people sort of watching the game and then participating in it. So I think it's about the infrastructure after the tournament and leading into the tournament. There has to be some sort of level of sort of performance and quality in training that leads up to a tournament as big as this. So there's a lot of work to do, but it's very dependent on sort of the weather and how we could create sort of an infrastructure where we're allowed to train throughout the winter and leading up into the summer. So a bit of work to do, but I think it's on its way.
Yeah, and it's worth it. Jason, how does the tournament actually work?
Yeah, so from June 28th through July 15th, 96 players from around the world, including 21 players from Canada, will all be housed together in hotels. We'll be taking guys to the Maple Leaf Cricket Club. So each day our matches start at 11 a.m. some days, 4 p.m. some days. Some days we'll be doing double headers. This version of the game is the T20 version. It's much more entertaining than the longer versions of the game. It's about 3.5 hours long, made for television. Really, really entertaining. It's non-stop. You have 120 balls in order for you to get a high score as possible, or for the other team to reduce the score. You can't miss it. The action is from the first ball to the last ball. And most T20 games are decided in the last, what we call an over, what you call an inning in baseball.
Okay.
What you would call the 9th inning, or last over. Most games are decided then. So they're very excited right until the end. We're looking forward to having as many people being introduced, and those who already know the game being a part of our competition.
Cool. Nitish, we only have about 15 seconds left, but can you tell me some of the position titles? I kind of teased a little bit earlier on, but what are some of the names of the positions?
So there's a few silly ones. So silly point, which is like really close to the bat. You won't see a position like that in sort of the format we're playing. There's a few sort of like square leg point. Those positions are very generic. It's dependent on who's sort of like in baseball, who's pitching, in cricket, who's bowling, of where these sort of positions are. So it's very generic. As captain, you sort of tailor them to sort of the specific sort of bowlers. But some of the names of them are quite...
They're fun.
Quite fun.
Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thanks
This
so much,
sport
Kelsey.
is exciting and it is new, and we should all be diving into it. So we appreciate you being here.
Appreciate you, Kelsey. Thanks for having us.
Cool. All the details will be on our website, yourmorning.ca.